Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Canadian Retro, back with another pickup video. Not too much this time, but I definitely got some quality stuff. And, oh, I guess I'm not Canadian Retro.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Here we go. Go ahead.
So actually, I'm Longshot, and if you're watching this on my channel, you know who I am. But if you're watching it on Canadian Retro's channel, you may not be subscribed to me as well.
Then this is Longshot.
And if you don't know who Canadian Retro is, there'll be a link to his channel down below. And I'm assuming you'll do the same thing.
If you don't know Longshot, then there'll be a link down below for his channel as well.
So basically what we did is we did a trade with Anthony Sill. And we'll both have links to his channel down in the description as well. And I have to say, this trade took a long time. It didn't really take a long time. It took a long time for me to bring this stuff up.
That's true. That's true. On Anthony's end, it didn't take a long time.
Right. Anthony actually got to us
on this
really
guy's
quickly.
end. It did.
It was actually my fault, so I take responsibility for that.
Yeah.
So we actually made this trade back in January, second week of January.
Yeah,
right?
and Anthony's already posted like his video of the stuff that he got from us.
Such a long time ago, too.
Yeah.
But again, it's my fault, and I take full responsibility for that.
I'm not really complaining about that though, because for me, it's not that big of a deal because. You know, Longshot's basically muling the stuff over the border for me for free, so I'm willing to wait. That's no problem for me, and I got tons of games, as you can see behind me, so I got no shortage of things to play.
So anyways, I apologize to Anthony for this long delay in our videos, but do you want to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it, man.
Alright. So I have opened up this box because I had to cross customs and all that, and but I haven't looked inside yet. So we're gonna dig in and kind of see what we got.
Sounds good.
Do you remember what you got by chance?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea.
I think I have a small idea. It's been a while, but this has basically been sitting in my house for about 6 weeks now.
Okay, so I think I'll remember most of it. Once I see it, I'll know which things were in the trade for me, for sure.
So I know I had 3 items. I think you had like 9 or something.
Yeah, I had quite a few. I think I had quite a bit more. So
anyways, digging into this, we have obviously some bubble wrap. And it looks like a lot of your stuff is on the top. So we'll go through that first, and I'll hand it over to you.
So all of these items, I think for the most part, if my memory serves me correctly, were things I didn't have in my collection. So I was willing to trade them to get these things in my collection. So the first one here is the Wizard of Oz for the Super Nintendo. It's in really good shape, actually. I need to clean it a little bit, but I don't mind that at all. And don't know a whole lot about this title, but I didn't have it in my collection, so I figured I'd go for it. And the label is really nice and clean. So that's kind of nice there. Oh yeah, here's another one here. Oh geez, I'm trying to remember because I did actually research on all these games, and because it was so long ago, I can't remember details about them. But I think this one here is like a side scroller. It's called Plock, and I think you're like punching things or something like that, and it's actually like your primary weapon. I'm trying to go from memory now. I totally can't remember, but I didn't have it in my collection, so I'm really happy to check that out. See, that's pretty awesome. Looks like it's mostly my stuff on top here. The next one here is Out to Lunch, which is also another kind of side scroller. So that's pretty cool there, and all the stuff that he sent's like in really wicked shape, like really good condition. So really pleased about that. I mean, I saw pictures of it, so really happy to get that. That one there, I don't know, it's like Burger Time meets a side scroller or something weird like that. I don't know if you know anything about that one.
I absolutely know nothing about it.
Well, I'm sort of getting like weird obscure
you're getting
titles.
These obscure games, and I'm going with more common stuff.
Yeah. Something I already had in my collection, but I was just kind of like, you know, evening out the trade basically, was Donkey Kong Country 2. Just that's gonna be probably trade or something for the show coming up, but still cool. I think the one that I have in my collection is a little bit better condition, so this one will end up being trade down the road. And then what's here? Oh yeah, Batman Forever. I don't know why I grabbed this. I already had it already, but you know, a little bit of stickers and stuff on the back. That's okay though. I'm a professional cleaner at this point of these type of things, so no big deal. And then Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure. I love to pick up Genesis titles because they're sort of hard to come by. No manual, but no big deal as long as the cartridge is in there, and it's in pretty decent shape. Maybe a little bit of wear on it, but not too bad. Another side scroller, so that's tons of fun. Like I said, didn't have it already. Moving on. I don't know. Is that yours?
I think there's a few things on here. First thing I grabbed from him was Destroy All Humans, and this is something I've had previously, and I got rid of it, and I kind of regretted getting rid of it. This is obviously for a PS2, This was something that he had, and I just thought I'd get him to throw it in. It's complete, and the disc is, it's okay.
It's in pretty good shape.
A few little scratches. I guess you can't see it from here, but not too bad. Next up, a game I've been looking for a long time, and that's the original Manhunt on the Xbox. And I've been looking at this one for a while. I know you have both. I just was looking through your collection.
Oh yeah, I actually have that.
You have them. Yeah, you have both of them.
Probably buried somewhere back there somewhere. Yeah, I haven't really got around to it yet.
Anyways, Manhunt. I picked that up, and again, complete. And the disc on this one, this one's actually pretty good.
That's actually like mint, isn't it? Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think the last but not least one is Valkyrie Profile 2, and this is the one that actually started the entire trade, because this is something I was looking for a long time. And I remember seeing it at a GameStop back when they were getting rid of their PS2 games, and I think they priced it at like $28.
Really?
And it really wasn't at my price range. So when I saw he mentioned he had a bunch of games for trade, I just kind of threw out the question, would you be willing to trade this one? This one's complete. And he kind of got back to me and said, yeah, everything's for trade except for the GameCube stuff. So disc on this one's pretty good too. And that's kind of how the whole trade started, was me inquiring about this one game and him saying yes. And then I remember I was texting Canadian Retro around 11:30 at night, get your trade done because I'll take your stuff out with me.
My memory's like pretty foggy on that, so long ago now.
So I was bugging him, like, you know, I was in my bed, about to go to sleep,
I do
bugging
remember
him,
that,
get your trade done. I want to come pick it up the next day.
Yeah, Anthony and I were kind of sorting things out for a while just because we didn't really know like what each other had, and you know, he had quite a bit of stuff and I have quite a bit of stuff, so it took quite a bit of time to figure it out. But
so I think the rest of this is yours, actually.
Yeah, it looks like mine.
So I'll pass it back to you.
All right, so here's something that I already had in my collection, and interestingly enough, for this game here, The Warriors, on the PS2, this one's actually a little more valuable than the Xbox version, but this is a better looking version, so it might be just more common on the Xbox or something like that, but I highly recommend getting this version of it. Mine's, the one I have already is in pretty decent shape, but I think this one's probably going to be in better shape. Yeah, it looks really pretty good, man. So, you know, that's kind of the idea with it. I think mine's also missing the manual, so I wanted to kind of upgrade that, and he said he had it, so I was willing to take that one off his hands.
I know you're a big fan of getting stuff on the original Xbox versus the PlayStation or GameCube.
Yeah, that's really one of my main kicks, is it just looks better on the Xbox. I know a lot of the games, and the cool thing about that actually is that a lot of the games on the Xbox are cheaper, even though they're better looking versions, so that's pretty cool. And then I also got from him a couple of NES games, which I love to add in my collection, because it's been kind of hard to fill in my collection. I'm sitting at, I don't even know how many actually off the top of my head, but it's got to be somewhere around like 170 games, so... Wow. At this point, I'm just trying to find stuff that I haven't found before, basically, and he had 2 titles in one of his pickup videos, and he was saying that he was willing to unload them. So this is what actually started our end of the trade kind of thing, and then that's why it took so long to communicate with Longshot, is because it was kind of going back and forth, and then I showed him things I had. He wanted a few things. I'm like, what do you have? And it was going back and forth and taking quite a bit of time, but it was well worth it, obviously, from what you can see. The first one here is Motor City Patrol. And cool, it's even in the sleeve and everything like that. I wasn't sure he was going to send the sleeve, but that's cool. I don't know a whole lot about the title necessarily, but I did check out some gameplay footage, but again, I've never played it, so I don't have a lot to say about it at this point. And then the next one here is North and South, and this one actually has the manual with it, which is in pretty good shape, and the cartridge is in great shape too, so you can see that there. And like I said, though, just great to add a couple of new NES titles into my collection. That's everything, I guess.
I actually think he was mentioning that those 2 games there, North and South and Motor City, what is it? Motor City Patrol?
Yeah.
He said that they were actually pretty valuable games,
yeah,
from what I remember. And he was actually really reasonable with his trades as well. I know for me he did 1 for 1 on pretty much everything we traded. I'm not sure if he did the same for you. Yeah, that's
basically the same for me. Like, I sent him a bunch of GameCube games. I'm going to link on my channel for sure down below to the trade video. I'm pretty sure you'll do the same.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance to deal with Anthony, though, you definitely should, because he's a great YouTuber, got a good channel going, picks up really nice things as well. Really trying to complete a GameCube collection. I know I've noticed this year, there's a lot of people on YouTube that are like, I'm finishing off a collection, like CJR is going for Dreamcast. Who else is going for Dreamcast?
A couple people are doing
like
NES
retro electors, right? NES and Dreamcast on their end.
Yep.
So they're doing that, and then I just
Last
know
Mode
there's
7's doing one too, isn't he? Is he just doing like Genesis? Like he wants to finish it off? Kind of
yeah, I don't think he's finishing it off like
Yeah.
a complete collection, but he's getting the ones that he wants. So there's a lot of people out there that are sort of doing complete collections. So every time I'm coming across GameCube stuff, I'm sort of messaging Anthony, which I actually have another trade in the works with him coming down the line,
Yep.
which is going to be my mule over here helping me out yet
Again.
with that, because shipping from Canada is absolutely ridiculous. So that really helps out a lot to make trades like kind of even or whatever.
It's unbelievable how much Canada Post charges to ship, even within Canada. You know, a PS2 title, you're looking at least $5-6 in one of those bubble envelopes. You know, going over the border, and that's without tracking numbers. Going over the border, you're looking at $11 plus another $3 or $4 with tracking. It's just unbelievable how expensive it is.
And it's getting kind of a little bit ridiculous for us too, just because with the Canadian dollar being so low, it's basically, I think today it's like 75 cents or something like that as a Canadian dollar compared to the US dollar. So trying to do things like that's ridiculous. So
and that 75 cents is actually before the banks and the Visa card or Visa takes their fees.
Their fee out of it.
Like the Bank of Canada's rate. So we actually get screwed a lot more.
Yeah.
And you know, going to the States all the time, I used to get slammed with about 30 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
If not worse. So
that's pretty rough right there.
Rough.
Yeah. So it's nice to be able to do these kind of trades with people though, where it's like one for one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, anytime I can help someone out like Canadian Retro, make a trade and save a little bit of money, I'm more than willing to do so.
Yeah. Same with me though. That's that's the thing. So if you guys are interested in doing trades though, like I said, check out Anthony and check out his channel for sure. Links are going to be down below. Obviously, links are going to be on your channel.
On my channel as well. All the links to Canadian Retro, to Anthony's video will all be down below.
And I'll link to this guy too.
Thanks.
Want to finish it off?
Okay, I'll finish it off. I thought that was it.
No, it's not.
So, anyways, I don't know what else to say now. So actually, let's just cut it off there.
Well, I don't cut it off there. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.
Take care.